I was just going to give a update on this project I picked up nearly a year ago. This is a 1978 Chevy C10 that had been sitting in the woods for about 10 years. That a local friend of mine, widow lady, she gave it to me. Said nobody in her family really won't do anything with it. Wasn't sure it was going to run, and as you can see, it's got a lot of rust and different things. I've got the plastic parts off because I'm going to be painting and redying them. And if you look over there, that's the door card. And if you look, this is actually a to the color match of the dash cover, and you can you glue that over it and it makes your dash look good. And I'm not real good at new flooring and stuff like that, but you know, the thing needs to be gone through. And I went to a guy up in Tazewell, Tennessee, and he recovers these seats for square bodies, as you can see, for $250. And just to take a little time, my goal was just to kind of redo the inside. I had to find another used windscreen because it was cracked, as well as the back. And I've got some tint to take off. Cleaned it up. It just needs a good clean job on the inside. And eventually I'd like to put a wooden steering wheel in, but I'll probably just redo that one, sand it down, and redo the stock one. And then it won't look brand new, but pretty new inside. So that was my first go. As you can see, I got some rally rims that were given to me by another friend and some trim pieces that were bent up. And I repainted those, and need to put the center cap stickers on that says Chevy on them. If you look real close, you can kind of see that it's there, but it's just worn off. And they're about $8-9 a piece. And there's some dents here to pull out. So, you know, the doors are rusted. Probably either get new door rust shells or something. But for right now, you know, just use it as a truck, to use it as a daily around town driver. Got some old mud tires that still had a lot of tread, pretty new really, for like $150. And you can see where the arrow striping, which was basically just, I don't know, just like rubber pieces that was called the arrow. I actually found a reel of paper, it's called an arrow striping, and it caused it to rust holes in it. But anyway, I put a new grill in it, and I got that from Auto Metal Direct right here in Georgia, so I can just go up there and get it. And it has a painted front bumper that I've got a chrome that I'm going to put on it. But anyway, you know, just the normal stuff. Didn't really have to do much to the engine. It only had about 80,000 miles or 79,000 miles on it. I put some new windshield wipers on it. But as you can see, it's a little rough and it needs some work. And I had to put in floor pans and inner and outer rockers. And it also, and because it's used, somebody had painted it camouflage. I had to get some aircraft paint remover and get it off that aluminum and shine that all back up. I still have the original dealer-only bed rails here. They're bent, but I'm going to polish them out and get some new wood grain decals to put in them. But they're 8 foot, and they'll be going back on. And it still has this step bumper. Basically, I'm going to lower the truck, but not a whole lot. Maybe 3 in the front, 5 in the back. And I'm going to be doing away with this front bumper. I'm going to put in a rear roll pan, and it'll just match the truck, and then the tag there in the middle will go in it and flip up or down with a hinge. And I'll go on and put my my trailer recessed hitch where you can get to that, but it'll kind of sport it out. I'm going to lower it. I also put some new tail lights in it. I'm going to need to get me some chrome screws to do that. But anyway, as you can see, just needs some little love and care. Get some chrome lug nuts on it. That'll be good. Nothing too fancy. You may have noticed too that a lot of people don't like these, but I thought if I do lower it and I do the roll pan, it'll kind of sport it out a little bit in the back, but I can still use the truck. That would kind of go along good with the chrome front bumper, no bumper in the back. And I'm gonna stay with these short, what they call sport mirrors. Most people don't like them, but I think if you're gonna, I think they, you know, some of us do like them. So anyway, I just kind of want to show this off. I know it didn't look like much, but hey, I've spent nearly probably $1,400 on it getting to this point. I had to totally redo all the brakes, totally rebuild all the lines, Rebuilt the calipers, replaced the wheel cylinders, had the front rotors turned, got all the rust off the back drums, and you know, just majorly cleaned it up because it's no good if you can't stop. But it does have what I would call mechanical manual brakes. You have to really push on them. And for those of you that know me, my dad got one of these brand new the first year. This is body style. And let me just lift this up. As you can see, the engine is exactly the way I found it. I haven't had to do a whole lot. I did have to put a new radiator in it. I had to put a new battery in it. I haven't painted anything under here. I just wanted to make sure, you know, I changed all the fluid, changed the oil, serviced the transmission. And, you know, it's amazing after 12 years. And believe it or not, I had to replace that master cylinder. Even though it looks like it's old, it's not. It's not even a year old. Within 2 weeks of me putting it in there, it starts rusted. That's just what they do. And I think I had to put a new switch to the coolant the coolant gauge inside, so I know what the temperature of my truck was. Also, when I first got it, it wouldn't heat up or wouldn't anything, and found out that the thermostat was stuck open, so that's why it was never warming up. So anyway, my friend Jack gave me this piece right here. Just not that you need it, but it kind of ties it all in together. And you need to put some new belts on it. As you can see, there's some things that need to be done. I had to replace a few of the hoses and fix some of the cracks in them. And you know, I haven't done a tune-up or anything on it. I've been just driving it the way it is. And the only thing I really added that wasn't here is you see that red cable coming out of the distributor cap. I added me a little tack. And so basically, most of you probably wouldn't care the fact that I added a tack and where I did it. See, this is a non-AC truck. It's stripped down model. All my buddies say, hey man, you need to get some, you know, you need to put AC in that truck. And I'm like, I'm really just kind of trying to leave it the way it was bought brand new. It was actually bought brand new here in Cedartown, Georgia, back in 1978. Again, this is a 1978 model. It didn't have AC. It stayed here its whole life. It's still an original owner's name, and I'm going to keep it that way. But usually down here, you'll have a, you know, an air conditioning vent. Well, on a non-AC truck, that ends up being a blank space. So I just got me a 2-inch bit and cut it, and I put this tack in there. And it's not really in a great location, but I mean, if you go try to change everything over and get a tack, it gets real expensive. And this was a space that was not doing anything. So hey, and also went and got me a radio out of an original, you know, the old AM, FM radio, push buttons. It didn't have to work. I was just trying to fill in the space. And if I do a stereo, then I will have it. It'll probably be a Bluetooth EQ, Bluetooth kind of amplified thing that'll be hidden out of sight, and that'll be the only way. You know, it's got a 305, very quiet motor. No, nothing done to the exhaust. And but anyway, I just love it. And I don't know why I shot this, just to kind of not brag, but just say she's come a long way, folks. And anyway, just I know there's a lot of work done, and during this pandemic, it's been neat to have this project. You know, it's kind of diverted my mind, my attention, and just really enjoyed it. And these OC10s for me, they bring back a lot of memories. Like I said, I grew up with one. My father bought one of these when I was 4 years old, brand new, this first body style, and one of the first trucks. It was 3 on a tree, manual steering, and manual brakes. So thank God this one's at least an automatic, and it has power steering in it. So it has far more creature comforts than the truck that I grew up with. And I think about my family, and my father, my mother, and my brother, which used to ride up in this thing, going between Elizabethtown, Kentucky, or Eaton, as the people would say, and also to Louisville to see my grandmother. So we spent a lot of time in our truck, camping a couple of times in it. But anyway, I've been going on for about 9 minutes here. I'm going to let everybody go, and I'll give some more update videos as I get things done. Thanks.